Well, in the UK in particular, there is a specific bind that, the Fed is more just everyone thinking that they're behind the curve, and it seems they are now. But in the UK, the problem is the mortgage market is heavily, heavily short term. So the trigger effect associated with raising interest rates, it takes money immediately out of household incomes. And this creates a problem because if you're trying to slow the economy, that hair trigger effect is fine because actually then you raise rates a little bit, you slow the economy. Here we're actually not really dealing with a pure situation where we're trying to slow the economy. We are ultimately trying to rebalance expectations. And the UK is a country that imports inflation. So we're not effectively in a position where we're, how could I say, free effectively to just focused on supply and demand. One of the things we've benefited from recently is the currency had been quite strong. So in that environment, we still have this inflation pressure. Now, as they raise rates, if they raise rates too much, as you said, the currency even falls because of fears associated with recession. I think the currency is falling because of fears associated with stagflation. Because for us to raise rates enough to slow the economy is also commensurate with the idea that we're really going to hit the consumer very, very hard. So we get stuck in this situation where global inflation is driving our inflation at this stage. We have to hit the consumer. And instead of just reducing the propensity to spend in the future, we're actually taking further money out of household incomes, which doesn't happen in the US every time you raise rates. And the consumer has all this extra pressure associated with the sanctions and gas prices and everything like that.
Right.
So, I blame Mark Carney and his predecessors for not having extended the duration of UK mortgages. It's insane. I actually did a Freedom of Information request twice to the central bank, the Bank of England, and asked how much of lending in the country is fixed at 2 years versus fixed at 5 years. And twice they explained to me they do not keep that information. And that is absolutely insane for a central bank to not appreciate the economic impact associated with every rate hike. Because if it's 5 years, consumer behavior is not going to change that much. But if it's 2 years, and a couple of years ago, 70% of all mortgages or 50% of GDP would effectively be 2 year or less fixed. So on average, within a year, people know they're going to get hit. And that changes consumer behavior excessively. So if we were in a great environment where all we're trying to do is cool the economy, simple, but we're in an environment where we're probably going to destroy more demand than we should have because the Bank of England and Mark Carney didn't do their job. And they had ample discussion. I've been on this program many, many times talking about this. I've sent plenty of emails. I've talked to policymakers. They just don't want, it's a little like the Fed in 2007 and before, where they were allowing people to take mortgages when they knew they couldn't repay them if house prices fell, because they had to refinance. So there's an inherent unsustainability, and we only have to face, unfortunately, the UK is in a stage right now where we're facing the music. And this is, I would say the UK is one of the most vulnerable countries in the world right now because of that dynamic and the fact that central bank governors didn't do anything about it. They still might have some time. If they have ways to extend duration now, they should actively be doing it.